Welcome to another episode of Tangentially Related, a podcast that's like a phone call with your best friend. I'm here with my bestie.
I'm Gina.
And I'm Laina. And we're here to talk about who knows what, but happy Corporate Romance Day coming up.
Happy VD!
Ugh.
I thought me at least saying VD would make you laugh.
Wait, what? Okay, yes. That is pretty funny.
We're going to talk about your favorite holiday.
Oh my god.
That's a lie.
You mean my birthday?
That's true. I do like that you always take time for yourself on your birthday. That day is always off work for you.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Fuck working on your birthday.
No, seriously.
That's a day to celebrate you. It's your own personal holiday.
Exactly. This is your day.
I love it.
Okay, so we're going to talk about Valentine's Day because this is our Valentine's episode. Yay!
I'm thrilled.
So even though this is not your favorite of days, I think we will talk about things that you like. So
Okay.
you won't hate it the whole time through. But I guess before we really dive in, could you explain your hatred for Valentine's Day?
Even when I'm in a relationship, I still hate Valentine's Day. This
Mhm.
is not some single bitterness thing. It's just one of those things where it's like, let's corporatize everything. Capitalism is the bad guy. And it's just like,
Mhm.
And it forces people to be romantic. Or, show affection if you are into, the whole Galentine's thing, which I'm actually more okay with. But it's the forced romantic thing. It was like, if you wanted to show me that you love me, do it on a random-ass day.
Yeah.
Don't do it on a day that corporations are just trying to squeeze more money out of you and force you to show affection. And then all of the pressure around it, I was like, fuck that. No. Valentine's is the worst holiday, in my opinion. And if I'm remembering from a historical perspective, wasn't there a massacre or something? I don't know. I don't really care about the holidays, so I don't remember.
There might have been, but historically we are celebrating love in general, even though it was mostly marriages because Saint Valentine was performing secret marriages when the emperor decided to put a ban on marriage. And Saint Valentine was like, you know what? Come to me.
Fuck that.
I'll marry you anyway. And then eventually he was imprisoned, and I think probably for marrying people. Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that history. That's kind of cool.
No, yeah.
The history, cool. The corporatization of it, shitty.
No, true. Yeah, I don't like the corporatization of it necessarily. I like that it is widely celebrated. I don't think people need to go crazy and spend a ton of money on Valentine's Day, but something about it being such a universally recognized holiday sort of adds that love's in the air, seasonal energy, like Christmas time, where you just sort of feel a little bit more magical and special, and hopefully people are a little bit nicer, and that kind of thing, where that same seasonal feeling is in the day of Valentine's Day, where people are a little bit nicer and feeling sweet.
Only if you're in a healthy relationship.
No, I think yes.
I do get what you're saying, where you're just like, oh, it's like a season and it's fun to celebrate. People who do enjoy Valentine's, I don't judge you for that at all. I'm so happy you get joy out of this. I just don't. It's one of those things where I'm just like, no. If you are with me, we're not celebrating this unless it's something you really love, and then we can just focus on what you want to do, because I could give two shits. But the whole atmosphere thing, yes, I do get it. I do love me a good pink and red,
yes,
well designed and made Valentine. Giving Valentine's cards is cute. That I will give the holiday, because it's just so fun. When you were a kid, did you ever have to give Valentines in school where you would
yes,
that was always fun.
Yes, I was just thinking about elementary school Valentine's Day is so different from adulthood Valentine's Day, and that is
100%.
definitely more fun.
Yeah, I loved it when I was a kid because I've been a crafter my entire life. So I would go ham on making Valentine's Day cards. Not because I was like, ooh, I have a crush on a boy or anything like that. It was more I just love crafting.
Yeah.
And I want to make these all pretty. And it was so fun.
No, I love that. Even like the store-bought ones, like when you'd get those, I would pick like my favorite ones from the pack,
Hmm.
my least favorite, whatever, and you'd get a whole list of the names of all of your classmates, and I would like go through it, make sure that every single person got one, but my best friends, my favorite people, like they were getting the cool Valentines.
Well, of
And
course.
the people that like I didn't like as much, like those kids would get like the less cool ones. But usually it was like a box that I liked, so they were all, kind of cool in some way.
Hmm.
Yeah, it would be so funny to like read into these like pre-made store-bought Valentines. Like, what do they mean by "you're the coolest"? I guess they really think I'm cool.
You're so
Like,
cool. Now I'm trying to think because at some point I did like switch over to the boxes of Valentine's Day. There was a certain point where we used the box ones because I didn't have the dexterity in which to craft effectively in a timely manner. So I do relate to the box Valentine's Day thing.
that makes it sound like you were an aged like fifth grader or something.
My dexterity had not developed yet, and I was yeah, no, it
Oh,
was.
reverse the dex because you were younger. Got it. I thought it was like as I got old, like I thought it like dexterity lessened over time. No, just the reverse.
No, 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 no. I was like, where are you going, lady? No, yes. When I was younger, we would do the
I
box
follow.
ones. But as I got older, my crafting side took over and became a beast,
Yes.
which
Okay.
is still to this day kind of a problem. It's like, I just want to make stuff all the time.
No, I think that's so fun. Well, and I like that approach to Valentine's Day as an adult too, which I think is like I don't know, that sort of feels very Saint Valentine. Like these like secret marriages, like hey, you're still getting married, but it's not a big showy thing, mostly because it was banned, but like making it like sweet and small and private and yeah, something about like Valentine's cards being that way or other things like I made you this little card, or we did a little gift exchange at home.
Hmm.
Not like, here's a brand new Mercedes, let's go out to dinner and show everyone.
Yeah.
Not that anyone in my circle is getting a brand new car for Valentine's Day.
I mean, same.
I don't know those people, but I know they exist.
They do exist. And they're like the type of person that makes Valentine's Day into a show more than an expression of affection or love, depending on the seriousness of your relationship. Those are the people that fucking irritate me, where it's like, this should be about you and who you're seeing, or you and who you care about. It is not a show for a society to be like, I love people so much. I love people so much. It's like, no, this is not a performance. Thank you.
Yeah. I definitely felt that way like in high school
Hmm.
when people would walk around with balloons and big cards and teddy bears and all the things. It was cute, it was fun, but sometimes it also felt performative too.
Hmm.
And I was such a little shit back then. I remember like undoing a safety pin from like my bag or my clothing or something and poking this girl's mylar balloon
Oh my god.
so it would like because it was mylar it didn't like loudly pop, it just had a slow deflate as
Slowly.
she went down the stairs and I was right behind her so I was a little bit higher and perfectly could just reach the balloon and poke
Oh my
and
gosh. That's something I would do.
yeah.
I was like, yep. We didn't have stairs in my high school though, so I didn't have the chance.
One of our buildings did, but oh my gosh,
How
yeah.
big was your high? Although you went to high school in Arizona,
Mhm.
and there's like outdoor aspects, and that was not a
Yep.
thing where I went to school.
No, true. Yeah, because you went to a school where there were seasons and snow
Yes. I'll
and
say it. I grew up in Michigan. It's like there was lots of
probably
snow.
didn't want kids outdoors all the time. Where, yeah, a lot of schools in Arizona, you walk from building to building
Hmm.
because you can be outside all the time.
Yeah, can't do that in Michigan. Too much weather.
Did you swim in high school? Not to get us too stuck on the high school.
Like as a sport or as leisurely?
Like in gym class.
No, we didn't have a pool.
Oh, okay. Swimming was like such a huge unit for us when we were in high school. The budgets for schools is definitely kind of like, so not everyone is swimming as much. But because as soon as you start the school year in August, it's still crazy hot in Arizona, or at least in most cities. In Phoenix, it was. So yeah, we spent like the first, it felt like months of school swimming. I honestly, I should be a better swimmer than I am because I spent so much time swimming like freshman year of high
Oh,
school.
that's so funny.
No, seriously, it was like, all right, girls, get in the pool. And that's what we did for an hour a
Wait,
day.
did you have segregated gym classes?
Yeah, did you not?
No.
In high school, you did not.
No.
Wow.
We were a small school. I grew up in a small town. We did not have segregated gym classes at all. But you have to understand, like, our gym classes, obviously, there wasn't swimming. I'm trying to remember all of the, like, sections there were. One was table tennis. That was great. One was
Okay.
badminton, square dancing. That was
We did
fun.
I was gonna ask if you did square dancing. We did a whole
Yes.
long. I feel like swimming and square dancing. That's all we did,
That's all we did.
and running the track.
We ran the track sometimes, but not a ton because again, we weren't outside a ton. So that was very much a fall spring thing. But yeah, no swimming. We didn't have a pool. Tiny ass high school. So
No, yeah, we had segregated gym classes, but our class was at the same time as a guys class, so we did get together for our dancing, like square dancing unit. So that was kind of fun because it was like, ooh, we finally get to be with the guys class. And of course, everyone was very awkward and like you didn't want to touch anyone, and it was so weird.
like don't touch me. It's so fascinating to me because I just thought that was like a Hollywood thing until and the same thing with like lockers being outside or being outside so much in school. And then I moved to Arizona for a time and I was like, it sounds so weird, but I would be on high school campuses for work and stuff. And it would be like, oh, no, this isn't just Hollywood being weird. It actually exists, just not in the area that I'm from.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was one of those weird realizations of just one of the differences between like where I grew up and the West Coast, basically. Because I feel like Arizona fits in with like the California sort of thing, where it's like, yeah, you can be outside during school because it's always nice out, relatively.
Oh no, for sure. Even like lunch periods in movies when you see people like at tables outside hanging out all over the place, like yep, very much like schools in
Yeah,
Arizona.
no, that was never a thing, and I always thought it was so weird. I was like, they're just making this up for movie purposes. Nope,
Mhm.
that is the reality for some, just not me.
That's so funny. Yeah, not that my school didn't have a cafeteria, they definitely did, but I hardly ever ate in there. I could probably count on one hand how many times in the 4 years that I was in high school I ate inside the cafeteria. Most of the time I was outside at a table. I had friends, we sat in a stairwell for like, I think it was maybe junior year of school, sophomore, junior, something like that. But yeah.
That's so crazy. We had to be in the cafeteria. We couldn't go anywhere else. That or the gym. God, I sometimes just forget how weird my high school experience was. I guess, or maybe not weird. Maybe it's just a small rural high school thing where it's like, yeah, no, you're not running around. We couldn't leave the school for lunch, which is the thing.
We couldn't either. I think
Oh, okay.
a couple years before me they could. And then they started to change that. Yeah, I think too many kids were like rushing back before the bell, and the issue around like car accidents, safety, all of that was
Mm,
a concern. So they
that's fair.
eventually cut that off.
I mean, yeah, students would push it because it's like, I don't want to be at school. Do not blame you. Now I'm just thinking about high school. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, how random.
Thank God I'm not there anymore.
Thank God that's over. Yeah.
No, for real. Oh, and I was talking to someone recently because there's like, you don't look your age. I was like, yeah, I get mistaken for being in my 20s sometimes. And I was like, thank God I'm not that age anymore. And they just gave me the weirdest look. No, the 20s are not the decade that everyone makes it out to be.
No, yeah.
It's just, no. No, no, no.
If we're thinking like college age, like young adulthood, sure, I guess there's fun and freedom where like what do you know? You're 22 years old. Like it's okay to be more stupid and reckless and all of the
I think you
things.
mean stupider. Come on.
Yeah. It's just like now at this point like no, that's not cute. Despite the fact that being older comes with more responsibilities, at least I have more things figured out.
Hmm.
I think the only way I would ever go back to a certain age, especially like high school, since some people really romanticize high school.
Yeah.
No, the only way I would do that is if I had the adult brain that I have now. If I know everything I know now, but I was 16. Okay, that'd be interesting. I would try that.
I would not. Because all of my friends would drive me fucking bananas because they'd still be 16.
I just think I would be so much more secure in myself and where I'm going and what's important and what's not. That would be such a relief. I would only want to do that briefly.
Like a quick jump back in time.
Like a quick visit, yes. Yeah, this would be like to visit, not to relive that portion of my life. Now I gotta apply for colleges again and go do all of that.
No, thank you. Now I'm just like, what is your theory of time travel? Where it's like, if you go back and visit, would you like affect your timeline? Like, is it a Back to the Future situation? Or have you already gone back? Yes, I'm about to go super sci-fi nerd. I will restrain myself. But it is fascinating to think about.
No, true. It is interesting to think about.
Mm-hmm.
I would hope that I wouldn't change the timeline because it'd be fun to just go back and visit. Mostly like fly on the wall. I just want to
Fly
take
on
a
the
peek.
wall.
What was that crazy kid doing back then?
So many stupid things. Me personally, not necessarily you. I don't know. We didn't know each other back then. But so many stupid things. I was an idiot. And I love that idiot. I love my past high school self. Very glad I'm not her anymore. I did so many stupid things. It was great. And I learned from all of them.
See, and that's good. If I can, rope us back into Valentine's Day and all of those things.
Why?
Well, now that we've taken a walk down memory lane.
Okay, what's up?
Okay, I did want to share because I looked this up and I thought it was so interesting. Granted, this is according to Wikipedia, but I feel like no one's screwing shit up over here. I did not know this before, but Saint Valentine is the patron saint of epilepsy and beekeepers.
Okay, hold on. Hold the phone.
Isn't that so cool?
Okay, who decides these realms in which they are a saint of? Epilepsy?
Oh, there is a saint for everything.
But epilepsy? Like, that's so specific.
No, yeah.
When was the term epilepsy coined?
Um,
Now I'm genuinely curious because I was like, it's around when after they started giving sainthoods, but before now. And I feel like that's a really big time, but I feel like, medical things where, I feel like this has been around forever. Nope, it's only been around for 100 years. Has this, what?
Yeah, I don't know. Doing just like a quick little dive. I don't know how long we have known this.
Or maybe the word got associated with it later and he was always the patron saint of something that was like epilepsy and there's like, oh, this is the word you mean. To focus on the other one, bees or beekeeping? I was so distracted by the epilepsy. I didn't hear the rest of your thought.
No, you're good. Beekeepers.
Beekeepers. They are saints, just as the whole group, because bees, I love them. They be scary. It's like, don't fucking sting me.
I think that's so fun because I love bees. I've always wanted to keep bees. So, see, now I'm liking St. Valentine even more.
Even more.
I just think that's so fun.
But for non-commercial romantic reasons. So I feel like I'm behind this. Like this is acceptable. I love how I'm deigning to give you the acceptance. Yes, you may like St. Valentine's more.
You like that.
Because I'm in charge. Nope. That is not true.
Well, I also, it's so funny. For someone who was not raised Catholic, I just think saints are so fascinating and so fun. I don't know. I love learning about saints. I like that they're the patron saint of multiple things. I think that's funny. I remember at first being like, no, you need to pick one. But
you can only have one thing. That's what I used to say about bisexuals, and lo and behold, that's what I am. So
you were like, but I don't want to pick one.
But saints are not just a Catholic thing. They're also a part of the Orthodox Church as well. So,
okay.
Because the whole saint thing happened pre-Orthodox / Catholicism split because they have the same root. Oh my God. Don't go down this rabbit hole.
See? Good stuff.
That is my Christian college history coming out. Being like, therefore in the Orthodox Church. No.
Who knew that it would take a podcast to break out that biblical knowledge of yours?
I have a lot, weirdly, which is why now, because I don't consider myself a Christian any longer, so whenever anyone tries to talk to me about it and they're just like, they like bring out the Bible verses, lore, I was like, I can out theology pretty much anybody besides people who have been to seminary. So let's go, bitch. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, it's in there. I just don't have cause to use it very often anymore.
Hmm.
Whenever it comes up, my brain's like, hey, remember all of this time and money you spent on this information? Spew it now or forever hold your peace.
Use the information now. Hey, people want that information. It's good. It's interesting.
It is interesting. But when they're trying to basically like argue with me about like what Jesus would do,
Oh,
I was like,
no.
absolutely not.
Try to weaponize faith to get you to believe crazy things, like literally people not being equal.
They're like,
Yeah.
slavery was in the Bible. Yeah, because the Bible was written and existed in a culture and as a set time in history. That's like saying, like if the Bible was written today, well, cell phones were in the Bible. Well, no fucking duh, because cell phones are everywhere.
Yeah, no, right?
That's stupid. That's a stupid argument.
Also, just because something was in the Bible does not mean that it was okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's just recognize that.
I feel like I got us off the Valentine's topic. I'm so sorry. Bringing it back.
No, you were good. I just wanted to throw out those little facts about St. Valentine.
Ah, yes,
Because
yes.
I just learned that and I thought that was fun. But.
I do want you to start keeping bees.
Ooh,
I feel like you would love it. You would just love it.
see? And I've talked about this for years. So I think one of these days I will have bees.
Well, and you could just do like a little starter hive because they make them. Because do I have a fear of bees? Yes. Do I also love honey? Makes my life very complicated. But I was looking into hives. Then there are some that are set up where you can just, there's like a spigot for the honey.
I've seen those.
Yeah. You don't have to get in there. You don't have to disturb them. You just like spigot the honey. I was like, I could totally see you starting there
That's true.
and like really getting into it. But I feel like it's a really good starting spot. That's manageable.
Yeah, very beginner friendly. Yeah, whoever engineered that, so genius, so smart. One day, maybe I will keep bees. I thought that my neighbor had bees at one point because he had boxes that looked like bee boxes. I never figured out what they were or what they are, but he does now have chickens, which is also something that I'm interested in, but maybe further down the road because that really sparked when I didn't have a dog, and now that I have dogs again.
You're like, maybe I,
I don't
don't
know.
get chickens.
Well, because, yeah, and I think of Mocha and how she, I don't know what it is with her and cats, but she wants to chase them or pounce on them, yell at them, or something.
Yeah.
Cats just disturb her. So I don't know how she would do with chickens.
Well, is she allergic to chickens? Because I know she's allergic to cats.
Good question, right? Oh my gosh. Of all the things to want to chase, why chase something that you are allergic to? Mocha is allergic to cats, and yet that does not deter her.
Well, people chase things that are bad for them all the time.
Oof, girl, tell me about it. You know what? Let's go back to that high school conversation. I think we.
Yep, bring it
Yep.
full circle. Not Valentine's Day, high school.
Let me tell you about all the things, the people I chased that were not good for me.
Yeah, well, that's just a part of growing up, apparently, and hopefully
so
you
real.
learn the lesson. Some people do, some people don't.
Hopefully, grow up and grow out of that. But, curiosity. No, luckily, Mocha is not allergic to chickens. So, there's that.
Can one be allergic to chicken? Now I'm genuinely curious. Like,
Yeah.
yes?
Yeah, oddly, because some dogs are. Apparently, a lot of French bulldogs do have an allergy to chicken.
But like eating chicken.
Yes. I
Okay.
don't know about the chickens.
Yeah, because most allergies that are associated with animals are like dander based. I am not a scientist. Nobody quote me on this. But in my brain, like, because that's what, when people are allergic to dogs or cats, it's like a dander based
It's
thing.
the dander,
It's not like
yeah.
the cat itself, like, and you're not eating cat and dog. But like, what on a chicken? Because do they have dander? This is such a weird conversation.
Yeah, well, yeah, true. What on a chicken?
Do chickens have dander? And can
What
you
is
be
the
allergic to
allergen?
chicken dander?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I can only have chickens without dander. What?
Weirdest allergy ever.
So strange. Anyway, before I totally sign us off here, did I maybe not win you over, but did I sway your opinion at all when it comes to Valentine's Day? It's okay if I didn't.
No.
Okay.
I'll finish with this. I understand you love Valentine's Day, and I begrudge nobody for that. If you find joy in Valentine's Day, that's great.
Yeah.
Things that make people happy, I feel like should be celebrated just in general. It just so happens that this thing does not make me happy.
Touche. I just think it's fun and cute.
Yeah.
Definitely not like a favorite holiday of mine. There are others that I prefer,
Like my birthday.
like my birthday. But Valentine's Day is just so cute and so fun. And so, whatever you guys are doing this weekend, literally at any time, because even though Valentine's Day is always on February 14th, it does not have to be celebrated on the day. And like Lena was saying, we should really be celebrating love all of the time,
All the time.
random points throughout the year. I'm sure everyone else is also going to say that too, but you know what? I get to say it too. Celebrate love, do all the things. Hopefully, you stick around and listen to us next week and whatever the heck we're talking about then. This has been Tangentially Related.